We all grow up with aspirations of living independently. For most people, the idea of independent living is a matter of time and financial ability. For the men and women born with disabilities, those dreams may be met with more obstacles. Meet Jesse and Angela.
We see various childhood pictures and newspaper clippings of Jesse.
I had a very good childhood, but it was limited by my disability, and especially with schooling. They wanted to put me in a class with other disabled children, and my mother fought very hard so I would be in mainstream classes, which, I think helped out a lot. So while my disability did affect my childhood growing up, my family tried to help make it so it was normal as possible.
We see various childhood pictures of Angela.
I grew up in a loving family. My mom and dad were very present in life. My mother is from a different country, so she didn't really understand the disability. And my father was raised very independent, and that's how they raised me.
Yeah, my disability is called arthrogryposis. It tightens and weakens the joints, which also, of course, affects the muscles. So it affects my limbs. I can't move my arms or legs. Been like this since birth.
Cerebral palsy affects everyone differently. In my case, and arm, my muscles, and my nerves. I have a speech impediment, which I think that's the hardest thing to overcome, because your speech tells the world who you are, and most people, when they hear me, they don't really listen to the words I speak. They listen to how I pronounce words.
Although disabilities can pose an obstacle for some common everyday needs, smart home assistive technologies are available to help perform functional tasks necessary for an independent lifestyle.
Well, the assistive technologies I use throughout the day are, I have a Google Home system, which it opens and closes my door for me, and also I can operate my TV with it. Okay, Google, turn on the TV.
Turning on cable.
Google Home turns on the television while Jesse watches it.
This helps me with my daily living extremely, because I don't have to actually get someone to help me with these things anymore. Okay, Google, open the door.
Opening the front door.
Google Home opens the front door automatically. Jesse begins to roll towards the door in his wheelchair.
And this is really, really important for me, because everyone wants to feel like their home is welcoming to them. Your house is where you go to find refuge, to relax. So to be able to get in the door independently is a big deal.
Angela presses the button on her Open Sesame device that is attached to her wheelchair. The door opens automatically. Angela rolls out of the front door into her apartment complex.
Well, there's also the Echo Dot, and that helps with the lights. I can turn on and off all the lights in the apartment. Alexa, turn on the bedroom light.
Okay. The Echo Dot turns on the light automatically.
The ability to perform everyday needs at home can help build confidence. Assistive technologies for the use of daily communication are helpful in establishing a foundation for independent living.
Mouse 3.
Jesse sits at his computer and controls it with voice commands.
Mouse 1, 2, 528, mouse click. Assistive, scratch that. Assistive technology. Press enter key.
favorite is my Bluetooth joystick. It changed my life. Before I had this Bluetooth joystick, I was used to have to use my own cell phone, like a connect cell phone. It took me forever to text and type, but now with the Bluetooth, I can use the joystick to type, also to text, to make a phone call, to email, everything you would do on the cell phone, I can do it, so it's pretty cool.
Angela uses the Bluetooth joystick attached to her wheelchair to type a text message on her cellular phone. Her text reads, "Hi, I'm going to be there."
I have a keyboard on with the keyboard that I use for work. And the regular keyboard, but it has a keyboard on it. It's like a grid that goes on top, and you have to put your finger in the hole to put the key. I'm not very fast, but I get the work done.
Angela sits at her computer and types using her modified keyboard. She is typing on her blog website. We see a close-up of her fingers going into the grids to type letters.
Being able to move around your home and abroad are major factors to independent living. Assistive technologies for mobility and transportation can make that a reality.
I use my mouth and my chin to operate my wheelchair because I can't use my arms and legs at all. And it operates like a, I don't know if like you think of an old-fashioned video game with a joystick. And that's basically what it is. It just goes back and forth and side to side like you'd be operating any joystick. So
I use the wheelchair for mobility. I believe that the wheelchair is an extension of me. I don't think it's a machine. I think it's mine. So my wheelchair reflects my personality. I also have a feature that allows me to go up and down, and this is really, really important for me because when I'm going to work and when I'm going to conferences and when I give speeches, I can raise my wheelchair higher so I can look at people in the eyes.
Angela is sitting in her wheelchair. The hydraulic system in her wheelchair extends her seat higher into the air.
And I tell people that doesn't seem like a big thing, but it is. To be able to look at your coworkers, to be able to look at the others, look at them straight out, and offer respect. And I get a lot about my confidence and the ability to do that.
for traveling, I have a van that has a lift in it, and so I can go in and out of that. So I can go where I want. Someone has to drive me there, back and forth. But that's what I have as far as traveling.
Angela rolls off of the sidewalk of her apartment complex towards the van in the parking lot. The back passenger side of the van opens up, and a ramp extends from out of the floor of the van onto the street.
I'm tracking man. It had a side entry, and the ramp that comes out, and open, and then I drive right into the passenger seat.
After the ramp is fully extended from the van onto the parking lot street, Angela rides up the ramp and rolls into a locking system on the floor of the passenger side of the van.
I just flew right into it, and I have something that called an easy lock that locks me in. So it's very important I think I can get in the car independently.
There are assistive technology options available to service those that are deaf and hard of hearing.
We see a young woman standing in front of a table. She is presenting devices that help people who are deaf and hard of hearing.
Hello, my name is Sharnika Holly, and I work here at the Independence Center with the deaf and hard of hearing. I'm here to discuss some different equipment, and I wanted to just let you know that we have a contract under the Virginia Department for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. Now I'm going to discuss some of the equipment here. So this is TTY. This is primarily going to be used for people who have speech impairments or delay. This is sometimes used for someone that prefers to use typed language, and that can be used in association with Virginia Relay, and a lot of times they'll make that translation or interpretation on the phone for you. So we're going to discuss the CapTel phone here. This is going to be primarily for people who have difficulty hearing on the phone, but prefer to read English language. So this is just like if you were watching the television that is closed captions. You're going to see closed captions running across the screen. CapTel is going to be primarily used for communication with family, friends, or ordering food. Something more along that environment. This is the doorbell. This is going to be used by people that have difficulty hearing their door knock. This is going to be hooked up with your lighting system. It's going to cause all the lights to flash. This will also just alert them to knowing that someone is at the door. You can hook it up with your phone as well, so that if the phone is ringing, you'll have these different symbols here to show you which of these the alert is for. We also have smoke alarms that can be connected with this to let you know that the fire alarm might be going off. This is the train doorbell. It's just a different type. This is going to be mounted on the wall, and it's a really bright light that will alert you to the door. This is the crystal amplified phone. This amplifies sound for people who have severe hearing loss. More so the hard of hearing that rely on their hearing and they're able to hear better. Regardless of your disability, there are assistive technologies available to provide the possibilities of living independently.
My life is a lot more independent because I'm living on my own and I can basically set my own schedule, and I'm not having to, go on do things based on what the people who are taking care of me are doing. This having more independence gives me a lot more confidence because I know I can manage my own life and my own affairs, which gives me a lot of, enthusiasm and hope for the future.
My mother was scared for me to move out. But I told her, Mom, you're not going to live forever. I have to try it now, but you still let me in case I feel I can run after you and say, Mom, pick me up. But if you're not there, then they're not gonna be there. And the other person that will love you like you do. So it's very important to live in the moment and not live in the future,
Living independently with assistive technology is possible. For further information on independent housing resources, please contact your local community service board.